Before long, you meet one another's parents, and your junior year in college, there's an engagement. You graduate, and there's a wedding. You go on a honeymoon. You check an hotel. You get naked. Girls, suddenly that banana-like object will turn more like into a cucumber. It will.
Mom always said the test drive was
It will.
though.
It will harden up, so to speak. The clinical term, it's called an
Erection.
this girl,
A boner.
she really
It's
knows
called a
her
boner.
stuff here. I hope it's just them. I hope your knowledge is strictly
Purple-headed
in the
yogurt
classroom
slinger.
and not in the laboratory, so to speak. A lot of you girls and boys have been spending too much time in sex lab. You just want to do the classroom work, the lectures. All right.
Can I ask you about gays?
Well, right now, we'll get to that.
That's
One thing at a time. And this is all related.
Can we meet afterwards and do an interview?
It'll have to be out in public. I've had these girls try to make advances on me in private.
Okay.
Yeah, so be somewhere in public, yes.
Wow.
Or with my daughter. My daughter will be with me, that'll be fine.
4 o'clock.
Now,
We'll be back. We'll be back at 4.
okay, so the girl's lying on the bed naked with her legs spread. And then the husband mounts the wife and he inserts his penis into her
He said
vagina.
penis.
Oh, you said vagina now.
And you begin a pumping motion up and down, up and down.
Yeah, you should have brought your power cords
down.
to show this.
Squirt, squirt,
Or
squirt.
vegetables.
After you go
Vegetables and a donut.
After you pump for a while. Now, girls, relax, relax. That is not urine coming out of his penis.
How do you
See,
know?
up until this
Some
time,
people like that.
hopefully, only urine has been coming out. But that will be seminal fluid.
Some people get off on that though.
Meanwhile, you females have released eggs from the ovaries, and so the sperm sort of goes down a passage and meets up with an egg, and there's conception, and that baby then is lodged in the womb. Now here's something a lot of you girls are really going to like, this part of the story. Especially some of you girls that are more flat-chested. You're going to find after several months that your breasts will begin to fill out, girls. And I'll have to admit, that's one of my favorite things about getting my wife pregnant. You know, her breasts get bigger.
Ew. I've seen your wife. That's not a good thing.
That's... You girls, don't get those silicone implants. Just get a husband, get pregnant, and you'll have bigger breasts. And, but right now, don't let these boys fondle your breasts.
Why not?
What about if that's what they
They're
like?
for nursing babies. They're not for these boys to be playing with
Okay,
and
not
fondling.
just boys play with boots.
It's a good thing you're sitting in on my class on sex ed before it may be too late for you.
Well, sir, it's been way too late for me.
Oh, no. Well, hey, I don't want you to get discouraged.
Oh, I'm not.
You can become a born-again virgin.
See, that doesn't make sense to me, though. How would I be a born-again virgin if I'm openly sexual?
I'm speaking figuratively.
Oh,
Yeah, don't take everything I say literally.
just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I can't promise you a new hymen. But you can get your virtue back, your character back. You can become, instead of naughty and nasty, you can become sugar and spice and everything nice.
Hey, that's what the Starbucks girl.
Now, up until this point, are there any questions? And I want to give you girls one word of caution here. On your honeymoon, see, a lot of these boys are inexperienced. And boys, I told you about the vagina. Well, very close to the vagina in the female anatomy is another orifice. and it's not far from the vagina. Anybody know what that's called? That's called the anus. Now, that is for the elimination of human waste. That is not a sexual organ. Don't get confused. A lot of people get confused on that.
Well, tell that to my dog.
Girls, I would just advise, just so there's no confusion, that at least on your honeymoon, you stay on your back. Otherwise, you know, who knows, and all the frenzies, you wouldn't want him to
Tell that to Ned Beatty in Deliverance.
insert his penis in the wrong orifice.
Some people like that though.
You won't get pregnant that way. I guess, how would you know?
Doesn't matter if I know.
She can buy a strap-on.
I wonder what your source is.
She can buy a strap-on.
Source of information.
Yeah, people can use strap-ons. It's not that hard to figure that
A
out.
strap?
Buy the vibrator.
That is?
You mean like a belt?
Yeah, belt. Has a dildo on it.
No, I've never seen one of those. Is that what you
Liar,
lesbians
liar,
do?
pants on fire.
Oh yeah, that's what we love.
So do you play the role of the bull dyke then, or the...
If you want to say that, yeah.
I see. You need to be saved.
She doesn't want to.
Saved.
No, I like the way I am.
What do your parents think about this?
My parents are perfectly supportive of
Do
me.
you come from a broken home?
Nope. I sure don't. My parents love me just the way I am.
Well, when did they find out?
6th grade.
You mean you were having sex in the 6th grade?
No. But I did have my first girlfriend in the 6th grade.
Oh yeah, when you're in the 6th grade, usually girls prefer the girl. Most boys in the 6th grade aren't interested in girls. They're out playing baseball, football, going hunting, fishing, woodwork. They're not interested in sex in the 6th grade, and typically girls aren't either. So that was perfectly normal that you wanted to hang out with the girls.
Most of my friends are guys though.
I mean, they can talk about having sex with women with each other.
They
I
were
mean,
probably, were they gay type?
Nope.
No?
They weren't. They were on my baseball team. And my football team.
Now this is the problem. We have girls playing male sports today.
Yeah, but there's males playing women's sports too. There's males.
it's like there's girls wrestling and pudding.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, hey, we had, in my high school, we had a male cheerleader. His name was Tom Conway.
Oh!
I bet he was hot.
Well, Tom Conway was real effeminate.
Did he have a pretty mouth?
Tom Conway turned out to be a homosexual.
There's nothing wrong with
The hell you say?
No, hey, they're not all like that. I understand George Bush was a cheerleader at Yale.
Well,
Of course, that's when they had very few women at Yale. Yale was once an all-male school. Yeah, well, you girls shouldn't be playing football anyway. You're supposed to be learning to sew and
not
darn,
that's
do crochet,
I don't do that shit.
and that sort of thing to keep your, hands occupied. The old adage, idle hands are the devil's playground.
You
And
can
football, that's a male sport. Guys banging into one another. You girls ought not be doing that.
Sounds hot.
I know.
But it looks
Hey,
Oh, there's actually 6 girls.
I know the only reason why you guys go to these girls' basketball games, so you can see their breasts bouncing up and down as they run up and down
Yeah.
the court.
That's exactly.
Who wants to see a girl? Oh, I just shot a ball into the hoop. I did once
Hey,
go.
what do you do that's so productive?
Well, I'm a preacher.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about what do you do that provides for the economy? Like, what do you produce? What do you produce that you
I write
pay?
books.
No. I'm speaking right now.
You
What do
asked me a question.
What do you produce?
Books. I'm an author.
You pay your taxes on it? Whoa.
Oh yes, we ministers had to pay taxes too.
Oh yeah, I bet.